Hello everyone, good afternoon to all of you all. Gaurang Shah from Geojit Investments Limited, and as I speak to all of you all this Monday afternoon at around about 1 o'clock, markets are deep in the red. Downtick of almost about 600 points on the Nifty, 1800 points on the Sensex, and the downside seems to be a little bit more deeper given the evolving situation in the Middle East and the news flows that are coming through the aggression level moving on to the next higher side. Very difficult to make any kind of prediction as far as the levels are concerned in this kind of a scenario, but we've tried to give you some bit of sense as to where it could possibly head. So, on the lower side, Nifty could head towards 22,200 to 22,300. On the higher side, 22,600 to 22,700 could be the level that you can watch out for, given that we are in an extremely oversold zone and quite deep corrections over the last couple of weeks and days. India Wix has also contributed up about 17.75%, 16.75% at 26.63. Rupee at its lifetime low, 93.87, weakness of 0.16 paise. And Brent and NYMEX is on the boil, though it has come off the highs that we've seen recently, but still trading at higher level. $113 a barrel is Brent, $100 a barrel is NYMEX. And if the situation has to deteriorate in the Middle East, and if there is going to be more escalation and attacks by US and Israel on Iran's infrastructure facility, then Iran has threatened to close the Strait of Hormuz for quite a long time. And along with that, there was some news flow about some toll per vessel to pass the Strait of Hormuz of $2 billion. These are all news flows, not so confirmed, source based, but looks like things are going to get bad. So purely the markets are moving in negative territory, and there could be a possibility of some dead cat bounce. But I think any bounce that is going to come is going to meet with selling pressure, and sustaining at higher levels is going to be difficult. And markets are going to forget about not only Indian markets, world markets are going to react to what the situation has to tell us in the Middle East. But again, short to medium term traders, you need to be very, very careful. You need to have appetite to possibly withstand these kind of shocks from the market. But if you are an investor, I think there are great times. Not knowing the fact that as to on which date, what time, in which manner, and how this situation is going to evolve, but looks like it is going to create a lot of problem for world economies, world financial markets, specifically with the emerging market like India, which are dependent on large part of import as far as crude oil is concerned. Having said that, domestically, news flows will not have much impact on the markets because we are overshadowed by global news flows and the geopolitical situation in the Middle East. So try to maximize your focus on long-term investments. And with that view, we normally share two investment ideas. And before I do that, a small disclosure that all investment ideas that we are sharing in this video are a part of our fundamental research team recommendation from a long-term point of view. Our company Geojit or myself, we do not have any kind of personal investments, no financial interest, no conflict of interest, but we give advice to our clients on similar lines. They might have their investment interest. So two investment ideas. One is from a relatively less impacted sector, power generation. We would have spoken about this talk earlier, but now all the more reason with the current situation, look at sectors which have relatively a less negative impact of rising crude oil prices or boiling crude oil prices. Tata Power on the fundamental looks very attractive. Start at current levels and add on dips. A lot of new power generating capacities coming up, and Tata Power would be one of the beneficiaries. So start at current levels and add on dips would be strategy. Second one is from auto ancillary pack, Uno Minda. Well, the Indian government has successfully signed 6 or 7 free trade agreements with different countries. Export market will open up huge opportunity for auto ancillary companies, and with that perspective, Uno Minda could be a decent investment idea. They have got large presence in the overseas market. They've got some niche and market names in the international automobile manufacturing sector, which are their clients, and possibility of scaling the export market to a higher level. It looks quite positive. So these are the two investment ideas. Both are from a long-term point of view. These are not buy today, sell tomorrow. 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, no. You need to have at least year and a half plus kind of time horizon if you eventually decide to invest in these sectors. Thank you very much for your patience, Zering. I'll see you again next week. Till then, please do take care of yourself and hope the geopolitical situation scales down a little bit and there are diplomatic efforts which are put in place so that there is normalcy in the world economy and the world financial market. Thank you all. Bye bye.